Hey guys, it's TheRykerDane here again to make another video on the 2004 GMC Yukon Denali. Today we're going to change the alternator. It's a pretty simple fix and an installation. If you need to check your alternator to see if it's drawing power from your battery and killing your battery, check out this video right here. Or you can check out my other videos on the Denali right here. This is a pretty simple installation of the alternator, so let's get started. Like I said, this is a pretty easy fix. So first thing you want to do is disconnect your battery. And then here we got the alternator right here. You got your engine cover that you're going to take off. There's actually two of them, one and then two. We're going to take this hose free from the air box. One screw right here, one screw clamp right here. This whole piece will all lift out of here. We'll take the belt off, the serpentine belt off, and then we'll disconnect the wire from the alternator, a couple wires. Take out two bolts on either side, and then put in the new alternator and do it in reverse order. So here we go. Okay, let's start by taking this first clamp off. All you need is a flathead screwdriver. Start jiggling that free, just like that. Alright, as you may notice, to take off this next clamp, we've got to take this cover off to be able to get to it. So, take an 8mm, probably with an extension since it's in there deep. Now we can get to this clamp down here at the bottom. Pull this tube off, maybe a couple other pieces to remove. This ought to slide out just like that. Now we can get to our alternator and remove our serpentine belt. But there's one more cover we need to take off. That's this right here, so we can get to the back of the alternator. This cover is held on right here. You just got to pop that off, and there's two bolts down at the bottom. 8mm again. Got the alternator here. We've got one wire to pop off right here, another wire right here, which is your black wire that goes to your battery, two bolts, and your serpentine belt. Okay, what we're going to do now is take this serpentine belt off, and as you can see here, the tensioner pulley. We're going to put a 15mm socket on there. Alright, 15mm. Just gradually pull up on it. As you can see, it's loosening the belt. As I pull up on that, you can see the belt's getting loose on the alternator. Just remember when you pull this belt off to kind of remember where everything goes. That way you don't have to redo it and look at the diagram and get confused on your serpentine belt. What I'm going to do is just let it sit just like that. And then we'll pull that off, put the new one on. All you got to do is wrap it around the alternator. Pop this wire off, pop this wire off. Take a screwdriver and go to the back of the plug here. There's a little tab you need to pop up. Pull it out just like that. Pull this rubber cover off. We can get to a nut there. It's going to be a 10mm nut. Take that wire off. Two bolts to take out on the bottom of the alternator. And once you know it, GM makes it easy on it. It's that same 15mm socket that you use for the tensioner. Take a screwdriver, or in my case a pry bar, to wedge in there to get that alternator out until it pops out. There we go. And just like that, we got one alternator made by Delphi. Here's the old one. Take out this new one. Make sure when you buy the new one, it matches your old one, because there's two different sizes. There is a 105 amp and a 140 amp. These are both 140 amps. One way you can tell is obviously the 105 will be a little smaller. But one thing they go by is where the connection is on the alternator itself. If it's at 11 o'clock, 11:30, whatever you want to call it, or 12 o'clock. Some of the smaller ones have a connection on the very top. So make sure they're the same size, and they should line up at the same spot. You should be able to get it in a little easier. Two bolts. Okay, before you put your belt back on, just want to give it a quick check to see if it's cracked, ripped, or torn, or anything like that before you put it back on, because at this time you'd probably want to replace it if you had to. And pull, give the belt a little extra. Alright, next step is to plug your wires back in. Make sure those are good and snug. Put your rubber cover back on. Go ahead and put this side cover on. Next step is putting this back on. You want to position that down in place before you... Everything looks good. So we'll start sliding that back, flathead. Take your top cover, put that back on. There's a couple spots in the back where it goes. Okay, the last thing to do is hook up your battery. And just like that, you're done. So just like I said, guys, it's a pretty simple fix, replacing the alternator on this 2004 GMC Yukon Denali. Thanks for watching. If you want to check out another video to see if your alternator is drawing power from your battery and killing your battery, you can check that out right here. Any other Denali videos you can check down below. Thanks for watching. Subscribe up top, comment below, and I'll see you later.